attention to Brother Taylor, and he's going to be helping a young publisher to make a reply. We'll see how he handles this.
Well, I see you doing your homework there, but I noticed that you looked a little bothered. Homework is not fun, but what seems to be bothering you right now?
Well, I had a chance at school to give a witness when it was talking about how things were created. I even told them God's name and that He created all things, but I got stuck. I even brought my little Bible with me.
It's good to have your little Bible with you and have your tools, but I know what it's like to get stuck when you're trying to inform a witness. You know what? It's probably a good idea that we start preparing you on how to handle these type of situations. You are getting older and you're going to hit those type of questions in school. I guess there's no time like the present, so we're going to put your homework to the side for a second and get that little Bible that you had, and I want you to turn to page 6. And if you look on page 6, you're going to see that subject, who is God? And I think we can find something there that can help us with this subject. So you already established with your classmates God's name. So you helped them to see that God's name is Jehovah. What else did you want to help them to learn?
That He is our creator.
Yeah, see, He's not just only our creator, but He's our all-powerful creator. That means that we need to emphasize how powerful He is. See, if you looked on that page 6 there, we're going to look at a couple of verses and see how we can actually help our ones we're talking to learn this. When you look on that page, look at Romans 10:13, and when you find it on the page, I want you to read it for me.
Everyone who calls on the name of Jesus will be saved.
So, Christopher, how many people did it mention in that verse can be saved?
Everyone who calls on the name of Jehovah.
So, is there a limit to those who can be saved? So, there's no limit to the amount of people that Jehovah can save. Do you think your classmates will find that interesting? So, you can ask your classmates this: how powerful do you think one must be in order to be able to save everyone?
That's a good one. I like that.
Now that you have them thinking about Jehovah's power, you can have them read Hebrews 3:4, which is that next verse there. But before you have them read the verse, what you want to do is give them something to think about. Like if someone built a house, would they be the house's creator? And see, then have them read that verse. Go ahead and read it for me, please. Look at Hebrews 3:4. Go ahead and read it.
Of course, every house is constructed by someone, but the one who constructed all things is God.
So now that you read the verse, what do you think a good question would be to ask your classmates?
Who constructed or created all things?
See, you're getting the hang of this. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to help teach ones. And when you're teaching someone, first thing you need to do is be familiar with the information yourself. So that's going to require extra studying, and your parents, we're going to have to actually help you with that. Now, when you're going to share with someone, you need to find a specific point, a point that you're familiar with. You want to ask them clear questions so that they can draw them out. Now, when they draw, they actually speak and they hear themselves answer the question. That lets you know what's coming from their heart. Let's look at one more scripture and see if you got the point. Do you think you can read Isaiah 40:26? Go ahead and read it.
Lift up your eyes to heaven and see who has created these things. It is the one who brings out the army by number. He calls them all by name. Because of the vast dynamic energy and His all-inspiring power, not one of them are missing.
So, Christopher, what in the heavens do you think he's talking about there?
I think it is the stars or the planets.
Now, if it is the stars, did you see anything else in that verse that was interesting to you?
First of all, all the stars have names, and Jehovah knows all of them, and none of them are missing.
Yeah, so if that interested you, what do you think you'll do for your classmates? See, it may be something that you can point out to them. And you can do it by saying something right before you read the verse, like, look at what this scripture says about Jehovah and the stars. Then after reading the verse, you can ask them, how powerful do you think that creator has to be able to accomplish that?
Whoa, Jehovah is our really powerful creator.
Yes, and see, by using the scriptures, just like we did right here, you can use simple questions, help draw them out, and actually teach others who God is. Okay, now let's get back to your homework. I'm going to talk to your mother, and we're going to see if we can cover more subjects like this during our family worship.